Good morning. Welcome to our segment, the Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News. I'm Harry, that's Jay, and this is Angelina Perez of the United Way.
Hi.
Hello. How are you
Hi.
this morning? Good?
Good. How are you guys?
We're
Doing
all,
good.
we get paid to be good.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Feel
we get
good.
paid. We get paid. I don't know if we're good or not.
Yeah.
Somebody has to, right?
Yeah.
We got easy jobs, so we're always in a good mood.
Definitely fun, I would say. You have fun
Right.
jobs.
Angelina, United Way, we haven't talked to you for some time. In fact, I don't think I've even met you yet. And I don't know if Jay has or whatever, maybe just through email, and that's about it. But United Way, hey, it's still going, folks. But
Yep.
what happened last year? I got to ask you because I don't know what happened. Was there any campaign going on or what was going on?
Yeah, so there was, I started in July, so I started right smack in the middle of the whole pandemic thing.
Wow.
So it was really interesting to try and run a campaign amidst a pandemic. Everybody was not having visitors and so forth. So we had to pivot last year and we went virtual. Like I'm sure a lot of people did their things virtual. Not as successful, unfortunately, for obvious reasons. We can't come in and tell you what the good work we're doing. It affects, the campaign. So we did have probably about a 35 to 40% decrease last year, which was pretty huge. And then the bad part of that is we had an increase in need of services.
Mm.
So last year was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up for this year? What's going to be different this year?
Well, so what's different this year is we are I think, within reason, we'll be able to get into some places this year that are allowing visitors. We kicked off UPS their campaign last week. And so I visited UPS and we just stood out in the warehouse, so it was like everybody was social distanced and I wore a mask and so went in and told them a little bit about their impact on this area and the campaign that they ran last year and how the good work that we were able to do with their fundraising. And so they kicked off their campaign this year and a lot of people were motivated. So we're doing things like that, going to visit people outdoors if we can, or socially distance in your warehouses. We're wearing masks, we're fully vaccinated. So there's that. And hopefully this year, we are going to be doing some virtual again. We'll have our pledge forms on a virtual format like we did last year, if that's what people are wishing us to do. For example, Mercy Hospital, we're not going to be able to come in and speak to the folks there. So we are going to, we have a couple of PSAs that we've set up, videos, just fun stuff. And the real exciting thing we have this year is we actually have a woman who is able and willing to share her story, and she is a domestic violence survivor. And so she utilized services through crisis intervention, which we funded, and she's going to go on the road with me to speak to people about the importance of United Way funding. Yeah, so that we've been searching for a couple years now, to actually have someone that is willing to come out and say why the funding from United Way was so impactful in their life. And I think those stories are what people really want to hear. Where are my dollars going and what are they doing with it? And she's a great example of a success with that. So
Speaking of that, going into this new year here for 21 to 22, how about the allocation categories? Have they changed much than in recent years? The different categories.
no, we're still focused on financial stability,
Mhm.
education, and health and safety. Our feelings are based on research that United Way does, of local areas. those are the three components to success overall for a family or an individual. You know, if your kids aren't getting the proper early education, if your family's struggling to make ends meet, they're all kind of interrelated. You know, you're going to have a problem with kids attending school if the family's not in a stable home environment. So we feel like everything is kind of interrelated, and so we're still focused on those three areas.
What else should people know, Angie, about the United Way?
So the most important thing that I can stress about United Way of North Central Iowa is that we are your United Way. So a lot of people think of United Way like this big, you know, it is a national, it's actually a global company, right? A global organization. But it's franchised out. So for example, every dollar that you give to United Way of North Central Iowa goes into programs here in North Central Iowa. So it's not like you're giving your dollars to, you know, the United Way as in the entire United Way. You're actually donating dollars that are going to help students here in the counties that we serve. You know, if you give your dollars to, say, allocated to education, it helps kids here in North Central Iowa. It's not going to go anywhere else.
I know we can get a lot of information at your website. What, unitedwaynci.org? Is that
Yes.
still that? Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that
That is our website.
memory. I guess we've done this a few times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can donate there. We've changed it a little bit, and it's a lot easier now. If you wish to support, you can do it through the website and just go to donate, and it's really simple and easy. We just finished our shoe drive, and we are now gearing up for our campaign, like we've been talking about, which is September 9th is our official kickoff.
September 9th. Okay.
Mhm. And
Get
so
it.
what we decided to do this year is something a little different. Normally, you know, we do this kickoff and it's kind of like it's not really marked by anything other than a date on the calendar, and we start going into workplaces and visiting people. So this year we decided to come up with a family friendly, like, afternoon fun, which we're planning at East Park at the Prairie Playground. We're
Hmm.
going to have some food trucks, bounce houses for the kids. There's free spin art, free face painting. So it's kind of like, you know, come out and have a after school kind of thing, fun for the kids. And we'll have some of our partner agencies there giving out some swag and just talking to people, telling them about the services that they provide. And we're hoping that it's just going to be a really nice, fun afternoon. We've got a cookie dough teak, which I think I'm really excited about eating cookie dough.
Who doesn't love cookie dough, for crying out loud?
Yeah, I know. I
We don't need
imagine
to
a
cook
food
it.
truck for cookie dough, right? It's
Yeah.
like, so we got cookie dough teak coming out to that, and we have Ritz rings and things, which who doesn't
Oh,
love
yeah.
fried stuff, you know? So
That's right. I
Yeah.
don't think Molly has that truck yet. That's that's
yeah,
cool.
they got
So
yummy stuff.
so this is that Thursday afternoon, September
Mhm.
9th, from what to what? What time?
From 4 to 7.
4 to 7. Okay.
Yep, the face painting, I think, will be 5 to 7,
Okay.
but everything else is 4 to 7, and, we're really looking forward to just having some fun and just kinda, like, doing a kickoff where, like, you know, we're celebrating it with an actual event this year, and, just hoping that people come out to have a good time, and the playground's there, so it's been all redone, and that playground's really awesome, so kids
Yeah.
can play there too or bounce in the bounce house. You know, it'll be fun.
Awesome.
And this is why we like to do a little thing called the 411 in the neighborhood news, so people can find out what's going on in their community and pass along that information. We try and do it weekly here with 103.7 The Fox, with the host of Harry O, and of course myself, Jay Brooks, on 98.7 Kiss Country with the neighborhood news. So again, Angie, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today and
Yeah, thank you guys.
inform us about what the United Way's got going on this year.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the outreach. We really, really appreciate it.
Speaking
Yeah.
of thanking people, we got to thank CG Public Health, Plaza West Shopping Center, and also online at cghealth.com. Angie, thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you guys.
All
Have a
right.
great afternoon.
You too.
Do.
Thanks, guys.